I started running an e-commerce platform way back in 2018. We started development with a web app, which is Lusuku. Lusuku is an e-commerce platform selling household products. We offer payment options such as cash on delivery, which was the given at the time. Then MTN Open API came into the picture. We explored it, we deployed it, and went live with MoMo in late October of 2019. The particular product we use for MoMo API is the Collections API. This allows us to collect money from our customers. When we first launched, payment was mostly cash on delivery. We had, I think, like 2 scenarios where riders disappeared with money and then we reconciled after 2 weeks. So those inconveniences are not good for business. But with the API, the MoMo API, you get the monies, then the rider only needs to worry about the products, making sure they're delivered intact. The rest of the process is straightforward, they are on. So I would say the process is really easy right now, unlike our case where we had to create everything almost from scratch. The documentation is out there, the official docs from the MoMo website, web portal. They have an active community of developers from around the region. All these are active guys who are heavily and very, very enthusiastic about jumping in on a friend who has a problem or a challenge. We've seen improvement in accuracy and speed of processing payments with the integration of the API. Before, we would have riders deliver items and carry our cash. But with the API, the transaction and the payment is made to you. Let the rider deal with the product. So the reliability of the API would be mostly on the part of the prompt. When a customer authorizes a payment or they've accepted to proceed with the order, they would get the prompt in real time. I'm talking 5 seconds, so it's reliable. We had, I think, a lot of cart abandonment. Someone is playing around to see if things are working. They are clicking, and they leave it there. So there's a sense of urgency when they commit and make payment to you, because then you know you have their money and they're waiting for their product. So user behaviors have definitely changed. The conversion rate has improved. The cart abandonment rate used to be very high, but now someone looks at the MTN tag and they're like, oh, I can actually make this payment right now and close this deal. The ease with which you don't need to verify who you're sending the money to, it gives you confidence that I'm sending money to the right person and you can proceed with the transaction anyway. The return rate is higher, way higher than how it was with COD, because with COD you wouldn't know how they were treated for that particular transaction. So from the time we integrated the MoMo API, we've seen increments in revenues because you get to narrow or cut down the losses in riders disappearing with your money. It's scalable. There's no amount of transactions you can ever go past, and you can handle any volume of orders, because sometimes you have campaigns running and you have an influx of orders, and you would hope that things are not breaking. So if anything was to break, at least you're guaranteed the payment to you for the service won't break. The beauty about the MoMo API in particular, I think, is they understood how dynamic users' requirements can be. So there are very few groundbreaking changes that you would ever need to keep tabs on. Trends are always coming up. You can't rule that out. If there is anything that needs to be changed or updated, it would be done in a way that it doesn't affect so much the way you designed the logical flow of your API. For any developer trying to integrate with MoMo APIs, they have quite a number. They have the Collections API, which we are using mostly at Lusuku to pick monies from our customers. They have the APIs for mobile wallets. They have remittances. They have disbursements. So depending on your use case, these are all widgets you can either explore, put to a test, and design according to your use case or your need. There's so much to do. There's so much to do.